the opportunities with the receivers and the quarterbacks being on the same page, making the same throws and catches we do at practice, just doing it in a game. The coaches tell us, that when they see it in practice, it gives them confidence for them to call it in a game for us. So just being along with your quarterback, is the best thing we could do right now. So, that's how we stand along.
You probably already know that Ja'Marr Chase is a wide receiver that recently got drafted for the Cincinnati Bengals. You probably also know that he was the winner of the prestigious Fred Biletnikoff Award while with the LSU Tigers, and also the unanimous All-American player, leading the FBS in TDs and receiving yards. In 2019, there's so much statistical record about this guy, but being a young player, there's even more that's unknown about him. In the weeks before the year's NFL draft, the Bengals management had a mind to secure the services of a premier player with the 5th pick. So, finding Chase at number 5 was just all they needed, and they seized the opportunity with both hands. And why not? This is a guy who has the potential to be the best wide receiver in the NFL. So it's not surprising that you want to know more about this youngster. For this reason, today, we will be revealing to you 10 things you didn't know about Ja'Marr Chase. However, before we go deep into the details on today's list, do not forget to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and comment Gifted Athlete to be entered in this month's $500 Amazon gift card giveaway. Good luck! Number 10, Chase has a cleat ritual. During his LSU days, Chase had a fascinating ritual of changing his cleats. He did this at halftime in almost all the games he played. And as much as we, like most people, certainly don't understand how this helps exactly, we can deduce from the results that it worked. He went on to join the league of best wide receivers in Louisiana ever. Now that gets even more impressive considering that he only stayed there for 2 seasons. He also recorded 98 receptions for 2,093 yards, along with 23 TDs. Chase left the university as the first player in LSU's history to have more than 2,000 yards within the first 2 seasons. Number 9. There were controversies when he opted out over COVID. Ja'Marr Chase is the most popular player to opt out from the football due to COVID-19. Even though that was a valid reason to put his football career on hold, many people still feel that wasn't totally true. A lot of people, including pundits, thought that the real reason he sat out was because he feared it would hurt his draft stock. Although the point holds very little water, many people still bought into it. Number 8. He was once an all-state long jumper. You might watch a clip of Chase looping over defenses and be wondering, how could he do that? Well, if you had been following him since his days in high school, that wouldn't be much of a surprise. Ja'Marr had been an all-state long jumper when he was in Louisiana's Archbishop Ramel High School. The youngster had been a 5A state winner, hitting a 24 feet, 2.5 inches mark in 2017. The receiver also participated in the school's 300 meters, 200 meters, 100 meter hurdles, but high jumping was his main thing. Number 7. He likes to put his goals in a mirror till they're completed. Well, you can take a note from Chase on how to hold yourself accountable to the goals you set, especially if you're handsome. Our receiver is known to write down his goals in a mirror so he can see them while he sees himself. This one has got to be psychological. And regardless whether there are tests that prove that it works, Ja'Marr Chase is a good case study. Just look at his achievements so far if you need the motivation to try it out. Number 6. Got the number 7 jersey at LSU, but then he left the school. There are a couple of things that soccer and American football share besides both being called football by different people in different places. One of those things is the prestige that is attached to the number 7 jersey. At Louisiana State, the number 7 jersey is reserved for an exceptional player. This can either be the player that the team has chosen to be the cornerstone athlete or first-round pick. Now, the purpose of this is to give you an idea of how much of an honor it is to be given that jersey. So this number was given to Chase, but its weight and value weren't enough to coerce him not to leave school. Well, we for sure know he deserved it. Number 5. Jamar was the number 4 prospect in Louisiana. Chase was a monster coming out of high school, and as such, many universities were after him. Some of the big schools that wanted him included Florida State and Michigan. Also, remember that Louisiana also had Jefferson, so by deciding to stay in his hometown, he was ready to fight for his position. And apart from fighting and winning the starter shirt, he excelled at it. Number 4. He is friends with Burrow from their LSU days. Chase's last appearance in a football match was against the Clemson Tides, which they won 42-25. But the exciting thing about it is that the youngster posted 227 receiving yards, plus 2 touchdowns. Pretty awesome, right? Well, among the men who were supplying the passes was Joe Burrow. Back in 2019, when Burrow was quarterbacking for LSU, Jamar did so well, he won the Biletnikoff Award after recording 1,780 receiving yards and 20 TDs. Number 3. He and Jefferson were unstoppable. Our youngster and Jefferson were 2 incredible players for LSU. The two became the school's most receiving tandem, recording 1,000 receiving yards each. Now, this normally doesn't happen in the same team. However, the 2 players were simply incredible. Chase topped 1,700 yards, while Jefferson topped 1,500. Number 2. He is a better prospect than Justin Jefferson. There are many things to back up this claim, and as they say, the numbers don't lie. Besides, what you see on paper and the awards, while Jefferson was more than impressive in his days at Louisiana State at the slots, Chase did his damage facing the team's best QBs. This is not to say Justin was anything short of amazing, but it's just not enough to say he's a better prospect than Chase. I mean, this man is a tackle-breaking machine. He ended 2019 breaking about every record there is and finishing number 2 among FBS wideouts with a broken tackle on 31% of his plays. Number 1. Jamar Chase is a record setter. After being selected as the number 5 overall pick, Jamar is the highest drafted receiver ever in Louisiana State University. The wide receiver who held the record before him was Odell Beckham Jr., who was made the number 12 pick in 2014 for the New York Giants. The other players who were first-round wide receivers from the school are Justin Jefferson in 2021 to Minnesota at number 22, Craig Davis to San Diego in 2007 at number 30, Dwayne Bowe to Kansas City Chiefs in 2007 at number 23, Wendell Chase to Chicago in 1988 at the 27th pick, Michael Clayton to Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2004 at number 15, and Eddie Kennison to St. Louis in 1996 at number 18. Now this record gets even more interesting when you consider that this guy stayed away from the game for a whole year. Well, if you're like me, what this man would make of his first season will be on your mind for a long time. And that's how we end today's list. So which of these 10 facts did you find particularly interesting? Are there any other facts that you would like to see on the list? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments. Also, do not forget to leave a like on this video if you're a fan of Jamar Chase. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Until next time.